It's been rough. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I mean, we've got so many topics to cover, so many that we've cut out, so many I've followed up with, so many bits that I've written that just don't make any sense now. I mean, it's bad enough that Ellen DeGeneres has fled the country. I mean, if that doesn't tell you what's going on in the state of America,
what are we doing?
I don't know what will. I mean, Ellen DeGeneres is out. She heard that Donald Trump was once again going to be the president of the United States. She dyed her hair black and she bounced off and moved with Portia off to England on some estate that they can afford that they probably had for years because she hates America.
What are we doing?
Like, people understand why, but people don't understand the real reason. It's just because we don't really F with Ellen anymore. Ellen used to be the joy. Ellen used to be the joy that Kamala talked about, having them steal away. And when we canceled Ellen, they essentially stole my joy. Thanks a lot, Kamala Harris.
What are we doing?
So when I'm telling you, like, we grew up, my sister and I, every day, every Monday through Friday for probably 2 to 3 years straight, through middle into high school, we would come home at 3 p.m. We would do our damnedest to get home before 3 o'clock because that's when the Ellen DeGeneres show came on.
What are we doing?
It came on. We start dancing. Ellen's dancing. What guest does she have on today? Who's there? What is she giving away? Oh, when Ellen would give shit away. I mean, we would sit there and drool. We would watch as Ellen did 12 days of giveaways every year. We would be starting that now if it was still a thing. I mean, it was such a joyous time to come home and see all these $500 gift cards she would give away, and PlayStations and trips and bags and Roku TVs to everybody in the audience. She was our Oprah. Our parents grew up hoping that they would find a key under their seat from one of Oprah's giveaways. We grew up with Ellen. We were taught that Ellen, she was the nicest person on the planet. She was caring. She was kind. She would end the show every single time saying, "Be nice to one another."
What are we doing?
And then to find out that she's got 2 interns chained to her desk 24/7. She's got her own refrigerator, like she's got her own cafeteria that she can only go to. No one else is allowed to get food or beverage from this entire 100. Like, they had to spend $150,000. They built Ellen her own private cafeteria so she could eat in peace while she's there on set at the show. She would have people, her security had whips instead of tasers. So anytime anyone got too close to Ellen, they would get a snap. Like, they weren't allowed to look her directly in the eyes as she was walking down the hallways. So this whole facade, this whole illusion of Ellen has been destroyed. And I mean, now she's on camera talking about the floods and the economy and and Donald Trump and all this is, and then she does the stand-up special after the show ends and the ratings are down because no one really believes in Ellen anymore. It's kind of this thing that just exists, and it's like, oh, okay, Ellen's on. Let's see what she's addressing today. I mean, she's like talking to like the Las Vegas shooter instead of Cardi B. Like, it's this weird dynamic shift towards the end of Ellen that she was just done. And then she gives us this Netflix special this year, and it's just her. She goes on stage and she's like, "Hey, I'm a woman in Hollywood," and then gets a 40-minute standing ovation and says she was kicked out of show business for being the nicest person on the planet. Boohoo me. And that's the end of the special. She's done. She's out of here. She's in England. So if Ellen's moving to England, we're looking at a third world country ourselves. We're thinking about moving there, maybe England, maybe Mexico, maybe the Dominican Republic. We're thinking about going somewhere tropical to get away from the inevitable alien invasion that's happening. Here come December 6th through December 20th. We'll see what happens when we get to February. So, you know what I mean? We're looking at condos. We're looking at some apartments. Okay, if Ellen and Portia are out, we stand with Ellen. Okay, listen, sometimes you gotta whip an intern. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
And that's just how it goes. And that's how we play the show. That's how we run it. And that's how we, you know what I mean? You think the people that work on this show, the people that hung up this backdrop, the people that make our clips and hit upload and share and click like and do everything, you think that's just me? And you think I'm easy on those people? No, to be a successful business entrepreneur, boss who makes money, you have to be tough. You have to sometimes whip people a little bit. Sometimes you got to lock them up and make them work an 8-hour shift. These Gen Zers, these millennials are out here thinking they can work from home, getting away with only doing 3 to 4 hours worth of work.
What are we doing?
And so that doesn't work for me. So we chain them to the desk. Sometimes we threaten them with waterboarding. It's okay. It's okay. We're just like the Ellen DeGeneres show.
What are we doing?
So it's Ellen's in England. Ellen's in England. I hope that's the title of her next special. I hope Ellen has enough of an audience over in England now to start doing casual stand-up again in 5 more years. She'll drop another special called Ellen in England, and it'll be the biggest thing. It'll be the biggest thing that she's ever done, and we'll love her again, and it'll be the renaissance of Ellen. I'm counting down the days. She's going to come back. Mark my words. On this podcast, we'll be the first to announce it. Ellen will be back just like we're back. It's episode 167, babes, and we're back. Okay? So mark my words. Ellen's on her way. She's on her way. She's coming. She's coming soon. You know what I mean?